Days of Our Lives, Paul and Andrew get married at John's funeral. Days of Our Lives, spoilers Friday. June 6th, Anna DiMera returns. Kate pushes Philip to awaken. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives sees John Black took a turn for the worse this week and passed away with Marlena Evans at his side. As of now, it looks like John's burial is going to begin the end of coming week, but we've also got a marriage coming. Days of Our Lives marriage plans amidst funeral medications. Still, Paul Narita, John's son if you flash back. But with the burial ahead, the guys were talking about scrapping their plans to get hitched. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we're going to talk about why this marriage is still going to be, and conceivably at the most crazy place in time you can imagine, at John's burial. So, over the once couple weeks, we've seen Marlena and John's kiddies coming back to Salem, upset about his fate ever since the terrible meth lab explosion. And it was Paul, John's son, who made sure that his pater got back to Salem in one piece. But also the super asset ran off to help with the lab break-in to get the medicine to save Bo Brady. And of course, that's when tragedy struck. Marlena's stimulant a marriage to uplift the family. So Paul has now told Marlena he and his fiancé Andrew plan to defer their marriage because of John's death. But Marlena won't hear of it. She's agonized over losing John, but she also knows she's a psychiatrist, so she can see this through a professional lens as well, that the families could use commodity positive. So, she convinces Paul and Andrew they need to go ahead and get married in Salem before everybody leaves city. So, we still got a lot of people coming for John's sad farewell, although it now looks like Sammy Brady isn't going to be back. What I'm wondering is if the marriage and the burial are back-to-back or on different days. Will we go straight from celebrating John's life to celebrating his son Paul's marriage to Andrew? Or could it be a really big and kind of crazy twist and the burial and the marriage are all the same big family event? Salem marriage traditions anticipate the unanticipated. Now, from watching Days of Our Lives that they generally do weird effects at marriages. They no way just go easily. They literally blew up Ben Weston and Ciara Brady's big day. The double marriage of Leo Stark, Craig Wesley, Gwen Rizek, and Xander Cook went sideways when Leo's drag queen hubby showed up. And also Gwen confessed to killing Abigail Devereaux's grandma, Laura. And also Xander's coming double marriage to Sarah Horton after Alex Kiriakis married Teresa Donovan also went crazy. His riddle-drunk mama showed up. And also, of course, Alex said about that Teresa was a big fat fabricator. So, it would be a nice change to see a Salem marriage go well and be just nice and loving. And if they did lap it with John's burial, that could be a really intriguing way to celebrate John's heritage as a father and the family he and Marlena have created over the times. John Black's heroic immolation and Bo Brady's awakening. Surely, I'm sure all of us were crying when John had his last moments on Days of Our Lives beforehand this week. Marlena prompted the love of her life to go if he demanded to go. And of course, John Black, super asset, failed to idol. I mean, he's been an idol numerous times, but he was suitable to get that experimental medicine, Versix, that saved Bo's life. And also in other, happy also sad moments, Hope Brady, Sean Brady, and Ciara were so thrilled that Bo woke up after that 2 time-long coma. But while the Bradys were celebrating Bo's awakening, John's family was grief-stricken by the unforeseen loss. And also when they set up out, they were fully devastated. But everybody's titled to Salem, including Bo and his family. And we're getting ready to say a veritably sad farewell to John Black. Flashing back Drake, Hodgson flashbacks, and peons. And I'm sure we're going to get a big homage to Drake Hodgson. I've really been enjoying all the flashback scenes of, youthful John in the clerk outfit, John and Marlena's marriages, all that. So, we may get some joy out of this. And, it's celebratory. Drake Hodgson was still alive while they mugged this, and he'd inked off on all this. So, it's strange to be watching this in retrospection now that he's gone. Paul and Andrew's love story, from beyond Salem to Salem. Just real hot. In case you didn't know or forgot, John's son, Paul met Andrew back in 2022 on the Peacock app spin-off thing. Beyond Salem, Chapter 2. So, John had gone out to Seattle to see Paul, and also he wound up kidnapped by Harris Michaels. That was in Steve Burton and his Days Fogey comeback right before Harris came back to the flagship show. And also bodacious ISA agent Andrew showed up to probe John's hijacking, and Paul claimed on helping Andrew detect his pater. So they got near during the hunt, but also Andrew and Paul decided they were just going to be musketeers. They had developed passions, but they lived so far piecemeal. And Paul and Andrew both had demanding schedules. And it was just tricky for this long-distance thing. But also over on the flagship show, Paul and Andrew reconnected when he helped deliver him from the clutches of Dimitri von Leuschner Demera, Megan Hathaway's cowardly son. But really long-term, their love has been off-screen for the utmost part. We did see Paul propose to Andrew Donovan on screen many months back, and now both of them are back in Salem to mourn the loss of John. Paul was his son. There's a lot of connections there. And Shane Donovan, Andrew's father, also on his way back to city for the burial since was his longtime ISA asset and his friend. A bittersweet marriage celebrating love amidst grief. So, with Marlena encouraging the guys to go ahead and get wedded ASAP, looks like they're going to do it. John would not have wanted Paul and Andrew to hold off on their marriage because of his death. John was always veritably probative of them. So, with everybody formerly in city, it makes sense to attend both a burial and a marriage in Salem coming week. And we should get carryover into the following week with these events. And of course, Day sources allude that Paul and Andrew Donovan's marriage is bittersweet. That makes total sense. Because we know John would have been there in his stylish tuxedo standing right by his son. And stranger effects have happened in Salem. A marriage burial quintet is much different from all the quickie sanitarium marriages that Salem has seen over the times. Predicting the Day of Days promo, a combined festivity. And then, take a look at these two prints from the Day of Days promo. I believe these are the final unused scenes from that promo. The rest have formerly happened. And, of course, this was released last October. So, there's one of Marlena, Carrie, Will Horton and Belle Black smiling with champagne flutes. They're outside. They're in nice formal clothes. Also there's this shot of Brady Black hotting with what I really hope is non-alcoholic champagne given his dependence issues. I feel enough certain that that's family hotting Paul and Andrew Donovan saying, I do. But the question remains whether it's in each, by one burial and a wedding. However, that'd be a sign, okay, if they were all dressed in black. They're all in nice summer clothes, however. But that doesn't mean inescapably that it's not a marriage burial quintet. Marlena may tell everybody, dress for the marriage, and let's celebrate John's life and his son at the same time. So either way, you're going to need your Atkins, and we will know how it's going to go laterally coming week. Days of Our Lives spoilers Friday, June 6th. Anna DiMera returns. Kate pushes Philip to awaken. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Friday, June 6th, reveal that Anna DiMera will return while Sophia Choi does some labor fix. Kate Roberts Brady will also push Philip Kyriakis to awaken, so there'll be a lot passing in Friday's Days of Our Lives occasion. At the sanitarium, Sophia and Tate Black will do the labor and delivery stint that Tate just told Holly Jonas about. It'll be a chance for Tate and Sophia to get set for their baby's impending appearance. Days spoilers indicate that Amy Choi will also be part of the stint, so she'll no mistrustfulness chime in with her studies along the way. Kate will have a discussion with Sophia and Amy at one point, so we'll see what she has to say to them soon enough. In the meantime, Days spoilers say Leanne Hunley will duplication her part as Anna DiMera, who will extend her condolences to Marlena Evans now that John Black has passed away. Since John was like an alternate father to Carrie Brady Reed, Anna will want to support her son she shares with Roman Brady. Tony DiMera will also make a comeback during the week of June 9th to 13th, but Anna will be flying solo until he can make it home to Salem. That'll give Anna a chance to run into Kate at the sanitarium, where it looks like she'll snoop and read Stephanie Johnson's sizzling handwriting. The libelous scenes and dialogue should delight Anna, so she may get alleviation on some ways to season effects up with Tony. As for Kate, she'll head to Philip's bedside and pressure him to wake up. Days spoilers say Kate will try to nudge Philip into recovering knowledge, so we'll see if he does what he's told after hearing his mama's orders. At the Horn House, Jennifer Horton Devereaux will cloud to Jack Devereaux about Chad DiMera's soaring date with Kat Green. Once Jennifer updates Jack on the news she heard from Julie Williams, she'll blow her top and face Jack's attempt to settle her down. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Chad will inescapably face Jennifer's wrath sooner or laterly, so don't miss her forthcoming outburst. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.